Hey guys, welcome to our final speech. It's a ceremonial or occasional speech, and I am going to present to you one of my good speeches that I made. I'm going to turn around. The only audience that I do have tonight present is my two daughters. My husband is sick with the COVID, so I do apologize. He is in bed, so I do not have an adult present this evening. But my two daughters are my audience. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay. So, my specific purpose for my speech is my best friend, because she is always so amazing. My best friend is an amazing person. I could not imagine some of the things that she goes through in life. My best friend is a type 1 diabetic that she has to wear an insulin pump around the clock to control her diabetes. She has pancreatitis. She is a single mom of 3 wonderful girls, ages 13, 11, and 7. They're wonderful children. She has done a great job raising them, by the way. Just so we can say this, I can just say she's like my sister from another mother. She's that amazing. My kids love her. They call her their Aunt Kendra. Okay, so my topic is my best friend, Kendra Adcock. I do have some photos, and I will show them to you here in just a minute, of her with my children, as well as me and her at the hospital. It was one of the nights that she had a pancreatitis attack and needed someone to drive her to the ER. So I spent several hours at the emergency room with her while I was pregnant with my youngest during flu season. So, of course, we're wearing masks like, we are with COVID. Let's see. She has gone through diabetic ketosis. Diabetic ketosis is where you have traces in your urine, and you can also get traces in your blood. That is a scary factor. When it gets in your blood, they have to give you tons and tons of IV fluids to try to push the ketones out of your urine and out of your blood. She has had pancreatitis surgery, where they have had to go in and put stents in the neck of her pancreas because it does not work. That is one reason she is a type 1 diabetic. The doctors say that there's no cure for it. So she lives daily on hope that maybe they can find a cure or a way to help her, so that way she can be able to do more things. She's so amazing that her daughters want to play sports and cheer and do all those things, and she sits out in the heat. She travels to all the games. She's there for her daughters as much as possible. She has spent a lot of time in and out of the hospital throughout the years that we've been best friends. I have kicked in, and I have helped her several times with her children when she is having pancreatitis flare-ups. But that's what a best friend does for somebody. If anything, she is the type of person that would give you the shirt off of her back. She would never let a family go hungry. She would never let a child do without. If she had it, she would give it to you. She's just that type of person. And when she does have a pancreatitis flare-up, they put her in the hospital. She goes through all kinds of IV fluids. They try to get her pancreas calmed down because over-the-counter meds for pain control does not help. So with that being said, she goes through several days of just IV fluids, and that's the only thing that she can have at that time. She's not allowed solid food. She's not allowed to have any type of food whatsoever other than liquid IVs. She goes from that to a soft bland diet, and if the soft bland diet does not affect her stomach and cause the pains, they stay on that for a couple of days, and then they work their way back to normal food. And if the normal food is doing okay, she gets to be released from the hospital and she gets to go home. But she has spent several days in the hospital over the pancreatitis. She is a very brave person. I can say, while I was pregnant with my youngest, she was pregnant at the same time, and she had had a partial hysterectomy years ago. So she wasn't supposed to be able to get pregnant, but she did. And it was more of a tubal pregnancy. She ended up miscarrying, I want to say, in October, November, and our children would have been like a month or 2 apart on their birthdays. So I don't know how she goes through what she goes through and stays as strong as she does, but she does it, and I could not imagine everything that she goes through. She takes care of her grandmother who is ill. She is her around-the-clock caregiver. She lives on her no matter how bad her pain is from her pancreas. She still makes sure that she's taken care of. She's blind and she's got dementia and she's not doing really good herself. So Kendra feels that she's obligated to care for her grandmother, which I truly, from the heart, understand where she's coming from, because I did the same thing with my grandmother. She pays her bills like anybody else. She was not able to work. She fought to get her disability. It took her several years to get it with an attorney. She's not able to hold down a job due to the pancreatitis. And I feel so sorry for her, because she is an outgoing person. She loves people, and not being able to be around people every day and do those things is pretty hard on her. But I'm going to show you. I do have pictures, and they're on my daughter's tablet, of her with my children and with me. This is my best friend, who I could not imagine life without. She knows every deepest, darkest secret about me just as well as I know about her. That is her with my youngest, Nakaya. I know that's got a glare on it, and I'm sorry. And that is her with my oldest daughter, Addison. And then that's me and her on New Year's Eve. And that's me and her at the hospital the night that she had a pancreatitis flare-up. We were out there, and the flu was so full-blown, I felt so sorry for her that she even had to be there. This is at my doctor's appointment. I was having some blackout spells and wasn't able to drive, and my husband had to work, and so she took time out of her day to drive me to a baby wellness checkup. So I couldn't thank her enough for doing everything that she's done for my family. So, with that being said, I just wanted to introduce you to my best friend. She is probably the best part of me. She makes me a better person. She and I have never had a battle of wits, nor will we ever. Our kids are like inseparable. So, I just want to tell you that my best friend is probably better than yours. And she's so amazing that she probably doesn't even know that she's that amazing, but she is. Let's see. Whenever you need someone, she's always there no matter what. And then my best friend is super amazing and does not give herself enough credit for being so amazing. She doesn't ever give herself the credit that she deserves for everything she's done in her life and gone through in her life. She is a wonderful mother/father for all three of her children. The fathers are not present, and she picks up both roles, and I'm so proud of her for everything that she does. So I hope this tells you a little more about my best friend, and hopefully everybody has a best friend out there that's like that. Thank you for listening to my speech, and good luck to everybody on your journey throughout this next term that's coming up. Thank you, and God bless. Everyone have a good evening. Bye-bye.